This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. We're getting ready for the A&R room. But before we do that, man, we got a guy here, Heather B.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Turn on Heather B's mic. You know, back in about the early 2000s, I want to say, I'm opening up the phone lines for him too. Chingy is here.
Yay.
Back in the early 2000s, you know, we saw him on tour with Nelly. You know, then he teamed up with DTP and Ludacris and those guys, and he had the big single Right There, and he taught the entire country, along with Nelly, how to say there differently. Any word that ended like with the sound of air became So whether it was right there or right here, you learned a new way to say the word.
Airplane.
Chingy is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Powerballing. Chingy is here, ladies and
Yes, sir,
gentlemen.
definitely.
How you been, bro?
I'm good, man. I can't complain, and thanks for having me here, man. I appreciate that.
Man, we go way back, man.
Yes, sir.
Come on,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, we do.
You know, and where you been?
Man, you know what? I mean, I've been around. I've been grinding. I've been on the road. You know, I stay on the road from U.S. to overseas, just working, doing shows, and I've been around, man. But you know, I'm more independently right now. And so when you don't have that major label machine push, you know what I'm saying? People tend to think, you know, you probably fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Being that my success was a huge success. You know what I'm saying? Coming from constantly having records on the radio all the time and constantly being visible, you know, through videos on the video shows all the time. And so when you not getting all that same way, it's just to the normal perception, it's like
think you fell off.
You fell off. You know what I'm saying?
So you're independent now. And then also you had all these rumors going around, circulating around. I heard you confront a lot of them. People said you were dealing with a transsexual.
Yeah, that's totally false.
That was false.
Like, you know the crazy thing. Back when I got back with Disturbing the Peace in like I want to say 06, 07.
Yeah.
We had a show in Chicago. You know, me and Chris, and the promoter had some girls on stage who we thought was all girls on stage.
Yeah.
In body paint, you know, dancing and promoting whatever they was supposed to be promoting. And after I performed, we came back on stage and just was about to hang out and watch Chris. And so this, who I thought was a girl, asked me for a picture and said they was a fan. And so I took the picture.
Yeah.
And 2 years later, like everybody else, I heard that I was messing with this person.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you,
so,
man. They got you.
So it was crazy. It was definitely crazy, man.
So you not, the other rumor was you went broke.
Nah, I ain't never went broke. That's false.
Okay.
That's totally false.
When you, now, Disturbing the Peace, I didn't think you went, because people don't understand the business of music. Like when you got publishing checks coming in, the singles that were as big as the songs you had on radio, like what was your biggest, not check, but song that paid you the most, you say?
Well, you know, Right There definitely was the biggest record.
Yeah.
You know, that was just a nationwide alone, and I sold 3 million records alone in Australia, and people don't do that. You don't hear that a lot.
They got 3 million people in Australia?
Yeah, and I stay over there touring, and I think people forget that being on the road, you accumulate lots of money as well.
Do you regret being independent now, like being with Disturbing the Peace? You had a family over there, you had a team behind you. You see the pros and cons now. Do you have any? You think y'all could have worked those things out differently, or?
I think we tried to work those things out differently when I got back with Disturbing the Peace. And keep in mind, I'm not. I still talk to people from over there. I just was in Atlanta. I seen Chris. I seen Chaka. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not degrading them in no type of way.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real in the conversation we having. But we tried to work it out back when I got with them in 06, 07, and they had so many artists around that time. Trying to get so many artists out, it was like the focus for me it wasn't there. You know what I mean? And just from the music standpoint into my fourth album, Hate It or Love It, it was just thrown out there. Like kind of with no advertisement, with no push, with no nothing. And we even had like a meeting about that at Def Jam with L.A. Reid and everybody, in which, everybody, they admitted that they threw it out there. It was Chingy, so we threw it out there. Thought it was, things just didn't work in the favor that we thought.
Yeah.
Coming back. And me, it wasn't properly set up to me when I came back to Disturbing the Peace. When you come back to a situation like that and you got a big artist like Ludacris and an artist of my stature coming back to that label, it's supposed to have been set up where it's supposed to have been presented by me and Chris. You're supposed to got magazine covers, been on talk shows. It's supposed to just been presented in a packaged right way, and it wasn't at all. It was just kind of like, okay, Chingy's here, but all right, so okay.
You know what's interesting about your story? Like when you came out, you were what we were feeling from like the J. Cole's or the Kendrick Lamar's or the Big Sean's or the Drake's. You were the new thing in the new movement, and your first albums went multi-platinum. Second album went multi-platinum too. Two multi-platinum albums. And fast forward, the third album went multi-platinum too. And the way the turnover happens in rap is, like you said, if you ain't in everybody's eye, they think you fell off.
Yeah.
But you learned a lot in the process. What advice would you give these guys? Because it's hard to be for everyone to stay at top.
It's very hard to stay at the top. And I was young. So right now, I'm 34. We talking about 10, 11 years ago. I was 23, 24 years old. I wasn't knowledgeable on this business at all.
Yeah.
Because all I wanted to do was make music, do videos, you know what I'm saying, and live by a means where, I didn't have to worry about money. But I wasn't knowledgeable on the business. And so I didn't even have my own lawyer when I started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was real difficult. And I would just say coming into this business, but get some knowledge on it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, read some books. Know what management is. Know what accounting is. Know what, I ain't saying you become a lawyer, but know how to deal with, if a contract is in your face, know how to look at it and point certain things out. Yourself. But
bro.
establish a team around you from the start, for yourself from the start, that knows what they're doing, and then people that's positive. Don't have that negative energy around you. Keep people around you that's positive and guiding you in the right direction.
Positive, I like that. And all these guys, I can name 10 of them right now. From the Wiz Khalifas to the Drakes, Big Sean, J. Cole, Meek Mill, Kendrick Lamar. I mean, we could name on and on. Unfortunately, not everybody going to be at the top of their game forever, creatively as well. And because times change, creatively, what advice would you give them?
Creatively,
hold that thought.
Okay.
And we're going to have you answer that question. But first, I want to play this new song. It's called Damn Girl.
Yeah.
By Chingy. You want to talk with Chingy? 888-742-3345.
Go on, twerk it.
Damn girl. Damn Girl, brand new by Chingy. He's here with us today. What's the name of the project? Girl. This is for a forthcoming project?
Actually, man, I got a project I'm working on, but I got so many different titles that I don't know what I'm gonna call it at this point.
Well, when will it be released?
I'm finna release that single right there.
Yeah.
Damn Girl, I'm about to release that in a second, independently with my own money and everything. Push that myself, and we gonna see where it goes. Now, as far as a date for the project or album day, I don't know.
You don't know yet because you're independent.
That song was inspired by actually them jeans that I did with Jermaine Dupri. Damn Girl, how you get all of that? It was inspired by that, man. Being that I came out with right there, a lot of dance music, for people to party and stuff, and I felt like I needed. That's what I needed to get back to.
Yeah.
And the thing today, when I look around, a lot of the teenagers, a lot of the kids and everybody, they just twerking thing. They real, about that. So I had to get back in there and adapt to those kids and the way things going out there.
We call that assology. It's different from psychology, but assology.
Dissecting the ass.
Are you still, was rumored you was working on a reality show? Business and Babies.
business with the Baileys.
With the Baileys. Yeah, but the way they printed it was like business with the business with the Baileys. So you want to jump into that realm?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. The babies.
Had to be. Any reality show advice you want to give to them?
Keep your business to yourself.
You know what? Hey, and I'm real big on that. I never really was the type to, try to exploit family and people in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with this reality show, and it's business with the Baileys, and Bailey is my last name, from my father's side.
Mm-hmm.
And being that when I made it in this industry, I was a young kid, and my whole family, everybody was excited. So everybody tended to open up bank accounts.
Damn. Your people they open up bank accounts based on your money?
Yeah, they did. When you come from nothing,
wow.
They just think it's gonna be like that. And which not, I help my family.
Yeah.
I help them, but I'm not the bank. I'm not the ATM. I'm not every time you feel like you broke or something, I'm not finna be just giving you money. You can work.
Yeah.
You can work for it, find something to do, But they did do that.
Yeah.
And so it got to a point where, man, just family was falling out, and it just got crazy.
Yeah.
And so people was mad at me. I'm mad at them, but it was all over my success.
Yeah.
And it was all materialistic in a sense. And so me and my little sister got together one time because she basically had an idea in which, bring the family back together.
Yeah.
That was her thing. And so we talked about it, and somehow it just kind of led into a reality show because it's these producers that she knew that actually do that put together reality shows, and they thought the story was pretty interesting.
Be careful.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Be
definitely.
careful.
I know.
They'll tell you that, and then
and get on there. But I'm not any exploitation that I see that I don't like for us what we doing and how we doing it. I'm not gonna do it.
Make sure you got that creative control.
I'm definitely.
Posey is on the line. Posey, what's your question real quick for Chingy? He's in Oklahoma.
I was just wanting to know, I know him and Nelly was beefing kind of hard, for a minute. I was just wondering if, they patched things up. Plus, Phil Mob kind of got at him too. Talk about they try not to flip-flop like Chingy's album did. I was just trying to see if, all that beef and stuff is over with.
Yeah, with me, in my mind, all of that is irrelevant. And me and Nelly are straight. Me and Nelly are cool. Phil Mob, those are cool guys as well. And I think Phil Mob choosing to take the shot that they took at that time is because they got with Disturbing the Peace, and I wasn't with Disturbing the Peace at the time, and they felt like that's a mechanism to come up.
Mm-hmm.
And so
but it's all behind you now.
It's all behind me, man.
See, I like promote when it's behind you. Nobody want to talk about when the beef is behind you.
Yeah, they always want to talk about the beef and what happened and the situation and y'all beefing and it's we passed that.
Welcome to Sway in the Morning, man.
Sway,
Life Radio.
I like that about Sway in the Morning.
Life
man.
Radio. We gonna ask you, but we also gonna go past it.
It's Sway in the Morning, only on Shade 45.